What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Clams. I'm Will, here on the South Shore of Long Island. I'm gonna head out on the jetty. We were blessed with a really beautiful day today, so I figured why not, let's do some fishing. One of the things, it is a new moon, so you have what's called a drain tide, and it's going to allow me to get to places that you can't normally get to on foot. So we're gonna do that a little bit later. For now, we're gonna start on the jetty. I'm gonna fish for blackfish or porgy. The big porgies are still here. They're probably gonna head out in about a week, so this will be my last chance to bag a couple, and let's see what I could come up with. Let's go. There's not a lot of spots that you can fish for blackfish to tog from the shore. So of course, that first opening week, they just get slammed so hard, so the chances of getting a keeper are pretty slim. The tog also move out to the deeper wrecks, so that makes it harder. More so just buying time until we can get to the one spot I was talking about that you can get to on foot and hopefully go smack some porgy. But you know, there's worse ways to spend your time. So we're gonna head out and see, maybe we get lucky. A lot of green crab. Oh boy. Well, you see how quickly that happened. They're on it right away. Got our first fish. Let's see what we got. Small, whatever it is, but nonetheless exciting. What do we got? We got a small tog. All right. Oh, somebody took a bite out of this guy already. Okay. That was actually pretty quick that he took that, and it was further out. I wasn't getting anything close in. Really trying not to get hung up in the rocks here. Got about 2 ounces on, and I don't think it's enough. There we go. I can feel bottom, but I'm getting spun around down there pretty bad. Got a couple of small fish, like really small, and I just didn't have enough weight on to hold bottom, so I was getting pushed into the rocks and kept having to walk up and down the jetty to fight to get my my rig out of the rocks. So we're gonna move to the North Shore. We're gonna go fish that area I was just saying that you can only reach on a drain tide. So by the time we get there, it should be perfect, and I got a feeling we're gonna get into some porgy action. Porgy should be gone, but as you can tell, it's beautiful out. Water temps haven't completely dropped yet, so porgies might still be here, and the porgies funnel out through this one little channel. And I came the other day, I did pretty good, but I wasn't filming, of course. So now I'm back, it's later in the week, we'll see if they're still here. We'll give it a shot. So I'm headed all the way out to that point. And normally, this would all be underwater. So that's why we got to come out on the drain tide to be able to get to this spot. There's also blackfish over here because it's all a mussel bed. So it gets pretty interesting over here sometimes. But the current does rip. We are on a new moon cycle, so the current is really fast in here. So I'm throwing 2 ounces to try to hold bottom. This is the first time in over a week that I've had this to myself over here. It's been a very popular spot. All right, we'll see if anybody's home. I think the porgies should still be here. It just hasn't really cooled down. When it gets cold, they move out to deeper water, so we will see. I got my first couple of taps. Oh, there we go. Come on. Well, the porgy are still here. That is funny. I might switch to a high-low rig to the clam. This, they actually got my bait. Yep. Alright. Alright, made the switch to the high-low rig. Threw some clam on. I was getting little taps. I think that jig was just a little bit too big for him. Let's see what this does. There we go. Oh no, did he come off? No. Still on, just small. Oh, maybe not small. Let's see. The tide is moving now, so things got a little livelier. There we go. That is a keeper. So they upped it to 11 inches. That guy right there is about 12, so okay. We are going to dispatch this guy, throw him in, and try to get another one. Oh, he was doubly hooked. There we go. Nice. That's a good porgy for over here, huh? Alright, so that was about, I don't know, 20 minutes worth of fishing. Not bad. Alright, so I bring this guy and immediately I'm gutting him. I might scale him down here too. We'll see. Alright. Let's get back out there. Tide is moving. So hopefully what's happening is that they're coming back in and heading. That's like a pond back there. They congregate there, move out, come back in. So hopefully right now we'll get another one as they're moving back in. It's nice when you can wake up in the morning, have a hankering for something, and just go get it. Very, very blessed. So I know it doesn't seem like much to catch just a small fish like a porgy. The reason why I'm super excited about it, one, it's late in the season. You'd be hard pressed to get one, meaning they go out to deeper water around this time, and they're not really in the back bays anymore like they are still now. Not in great numbers, but the other reason is that I am maybe a 5-minute drive from my house where I stay out here. Wasn't super hopeful, but yeah, made it happen. So if that's the only one we get, I'm a very happy person to be able to do that. So we're gonna give it maybe another hour and then go home and make lunch. We're gonna get everything prepped. We're gonna do fried fish, sweet and sour fried fish with a side of mushrooms over rice. So this is I feel like in a lot of cooking that celery is underutilized. And then I just have sliced shiitakes. Those are ready to go. We went the lazy way and bought the sliced ones. As my pan is heating up, we're gonna put mushrooms in dry and do a dry saute on them. Pull out some of the moisture. Okay, now that these are warmed up a bit, add a bit of water. Once that water is completely cooked off, we're going to add in a little bit of olive oil and our celery and garlic, and then saute the mushrooms. I'm going to add just a touch of olive oil to the water now, and that'll make sure that the mushrooms don't stick when all the water burns off. Now add in our celery and garlic. A little bit of salt. Mushrooms started getting a little bit of a sear on them, which is perfect. I don't want to sear them too hard, just a little bit, like that. But before that garlic starts to go too far, we're going to pull this off the heat. There we go. Now we're going to make our sweet and sour sauce for our fried fish. So I have here rice vinegar. This is just granulated sugar. And then this is umeboshi. It is plum paste. So we'll there we go. Then a little bit of sriracha for sweet, salty, spicy. And a little bit of fish sauce. It smells amazing. That plum sauce, plum paste has such a unique, it's sweet and, oh, it's so good. So we're going to simmer this for a minute, let it thicken up, and then we'll fry our fish. Okay, now that we're thickening up, I'm going to add just a little bit of water to mellow out the vinegar. You could do more sugar, but I kind of like where it's at, so that water will just mellow it out and balance it. And a lot of sauces, they will thicken with cornstarch. I don't want to do that. I'm okay if it's a little bit on the thin side. There we go. Happy with that. While my oil is heating up, we're gonna prep the fish. In here I have flour and cornstarch. Pretty much a 50-50 in there, but we're gonna add furikake to that, and that's dried seaweed. It's got a little bit of sesame seeds in there. We're not gonna put any salt because our sweet and sour sauce, that plum paste, is actually pickled plum, and it has salt in it, and then the fish sauce has salt. So we're just gonna put a good amount of this in. And then I have two fish. Like I said, I went a little bit before I filmed, and I did pretty good over there. I got about 4 of these guys. And then this is the guy from earlier. So just throw them in the bag, give them a shake. I actually gave this guy a quick rinse because I want to put a couple of slits in, because that'll help them cook. They're not too big, so just 2, but it'll also help the flour get in there, and it'll also be somewhere for our sweet and sour sauce to kind of find a home. There we go, much better. This guy flip. This guy is done. This guy's a little smaller, so I think he's already ready to flip. Yeah. There you go. Now we're going to pour our sweet and sour over the top. Add a little bit of cilantro. some scallion. And a squeeze of lime, just for good measure. There's our sweet and sour fried porgy shiitake mushrooms. Let's dig in. The slits are nice because you can tell when the fish is done and you can take off just perfect little chunks like that. So, didn't do any salt or pepper on the fish or in the flour, and it's not missing anything because of that sweet and sour sauce. And it's just that. It's sweet, it's sour. The sriracha really didn't add that much heat. Probably could have even put a little bit more. My gosh. But hopefully you can see that is cooked. Just perfect. Let me try to get another one there. You can see that. And our mushrooms. Not bad for 5 minutes down the road, and definitely at a point in time when these guys shouldn't be there anymore. They should be gone by now, but they're still over there. Not in the crazy numbers that they were. It is definitely starting to dwindle, but the fact that they're still there at all is amazing, or terrifying. Either, you know, depends which side you look at, but either way, nonetheless, delicious. And this is my favorite part. It's like the fish potato chip. If you were to taste that sweet and sour on its own, it might be a little bit off-putting because it would seem a little bit strong, but then put it on the fried fish and it's perfect. Well, alright guys, thanks for coming along. I think this will be a quick one. It was a quick one. It's afternoon now. I might actually try to hit that tide again, but we'll see. If I get anything, of course, I'll bring you along as always. And reminder as always, Wednesday nights, 6 o'clock every week. I don't think we've missed a Wednesday yet in 3 years, so I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. So thanks for coming along, and I will see you on the next one.